I don't know anything about the attitude, if he's got a problem with the with the people in the back. I've always talked to him. He's always been nice and pleasant with me. We've had a great conversation, and I've watched him, move around. So I don't know, if he does have that kind of problem, I haven't seen it.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to an all-new episode of the Wrestling Time Machine by Sportskeeda. I'm your host, Mac Davis, along with my two fantastic co-hosts, and they are, first of all, legendary pro wrestling journalist, Mr. Bill Apter, and of course, WWE Hall of Famer, Teddy Long. Hey, Teddy.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
He's also a Hall of Famer dancer, by the way. Such style.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I can't steal that. I owe that to my grandson.
I know that story very well, but you gotta have. What was that old song? You've either got or you haven't got style. You got style.
Let me talk about something that is not on the list that Sportskeeda has given us, but I did want to mention I came across the program Carneyland, Billy Corgan's Carneyland. And it's about the NWA, and it runs, I'm trying to think, I believe it's on the CW app. And it's a good show, actually. If you're a wrestling fan, this is a show I think you will thoroughly enjoy, especially if you kind of enjoyed the OVW thing that was on Netflix with Al Snow. It's it's kind of along the same lines, but really a good show. So make time. There's like 8 episodes that they just put out, and they're about 30 minutes long or so. So it's not a ton of time, but really a good show for wrestling fans. I think you would enjoy it. I also want to bring
Carney was always a word in the wrestling business, right, Teddy?
Yes.
Yeah. Did they, when you first got into wrestling, Teddy, was learning the language, the Carney language, in the back, was that difficult for you, or did you just have to kind of pick up on it over time?
No, what's difficult about it?
Well, I mean, back in those days, a lot of people, when they first get into the business, don't have a clue what some of that means. I mean,
well, of course, if they don't know, but once you know what it means, there ain't nothing to pick up on.
That's what I'm just saying, If
I saw you, if back in the day, if I was being somebody was talking, we saw you coming, we'd say to ourselves, kayfabe.
Yes, correct. But when you first got there, you probably didn't have a clue what that meant, did you?
Oh, no.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Gorilla Monsoon had that on his license plate. It separated kayfabe. Everybody thought it was a girl. Yeah.
Yeah, which is funny because I know a lot of people who do think that when you say that, they go, kayfabe, who's that? Nah, she's a beautiful woman. Let me talk to you about Carmella. She has not returned.
Let me talk to you.
She has not returned to wrestling due to something that she got after her birth of her child, which is called drop foot. I have no idea what that is. Bill, have you ever heard of drop foot?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
So whatever it is, I certainly hope that it gets better and she can get back to work. But it's something that I just came across, and I was like, well, that's unusual.
I'll try and find out what it is through Corey Graves, her husband, because I do talk to him. What I want to know, and this is not on our list of things either, is what the heck's going on with LA Knight? I mean, we haven't really seen a lot of push with LA Knight recently. And there's not that many guys on the top right now that what's going on?
Teddy?
I have no idea.
I'm guessing that maybe one of the injuries that someone who's out right now, maybe that's somebody they want to push him with, and they think they're coming back, and they'll just kind of cool LA off a little bit right now until that can happen.
Wasn't nothing to cool off.
No, that's true.
Yeah, they started a few things, but nothing really got off the ground. So maybe this may be good for him. Not so much as everybody getting injured, but now that he's healthy, and he can step up to the plate. Maybe they start getting him going now.
Yeah, and
Do you
that's what
think
we were talking about a while ago, is that this is a perfect time for a lot of guys in the back in WWE right now, with this injury list as large as it is, step up, get in the pocket, and play, because that's what the Attitude Era was all about. Every single person on that roster was something to watch, and I really think WWE is on their way to getting that kind of roster again.
Do you think they may have pushed? Do you think they may have pushed this guy who is a really nice guy, but like every other wrestler, he's got an ego. He wants to be up there. Do you think that whole ego thing might have rubbed some people the wrong way, and they're bringing him down instead of keeping him up there?
I have heard stories that his attitude sometimes can be a problem with some people, but I think it's just his personality. Some people carry their in-ring personality in the back sometimes, and they let it keep playing. And he may be one of those guys, but I think he's got a lot of talent, and I think the fans want to see him do something.
Yep.
Teddy, what do you think?
Well, I don't know anything about the attitude. If he's got a problem with the people in the back. I've always talked to him. He's always been nice and pleasant with me. We've had a great conversation, and I've watched him, move around. So I don't know, if he does have that kind of problem, I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just saying, he was up there so high. He became a household name in pro wrestling for a long time, and now all of a sudden it's kind of like it flattened out a bit.
Well, look at Elias.
Oh goodness,
yeah.
Who?
About Elias, right? Elias.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, Elias.
And I have no idea what could have happened to him. I mean, Jesus Christ, those people liked him.
Man, I thought he
couldn't wait to see him play that guitar.
I thought that he was to me, when John Cena was running and Elias got in the ring together, it felt like that Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage kind of mix. He has this really strong feel about him. Elias did at the time. He'd come out and hit that guitar, and that one spotlight, something was just screaming his name. But I'm like you, it's like Mr. Kennedy all those years ago. There was something there, but it never happened.
Well, maybe there are things that we don't know.